That's certainly going to be one of the major themes for the telecoms, just as last year the cutting in price and the price war was one of the major themes. What other themes do you see, Amir?
Yeah, I mean, look, tax reform is certainly a big theme, and as you mentioned, the focus on improving earnings generation and improving cash flow is a clear focus. But the real issue is that what are they going to do with that incremental spending, right? We're at a point in time right now where there is increased competition. Cable is dabbling in the space a bit here, particularly folks like Comcast. And we saw some announcements with Sprint and some of the partnerships that it's going to be doing with various cable providers. And so really the focus is going to be about how do they put some of that capital to work. I think that the other major theme to think about is 5G. You know, a lot of us have smartphones and we're using data at a pretty consistent and elevated pace. And there's a lot of discussions about what's coming next when it comes to network technology. So I think that those are the major themes that we're thinking about.
We already saw AT&T announce new bonuses for their employees. Could we see that from other companies as well?
Potentially we could see that, right? I mean, if you think about what Verizon said this morning, some of the discussions that they're having is really talking about helping their employees and focusing on the ability to improve the company and improve the beneficiaries of the company and things along those lines. So those are some of the things that are in play at the moment.
Where do you see the carrier landscape going? Because we obviously have T-Mobile still out there, Sprint, Verizon clearly is not building subscribers much anymore. In fact, it's gone down in price as much as it possibly can, so it has to find other ways to improve its top line. What does the landscape look like in 12 months? Is there one fewer?
Well, the way we think about it is, the big talk last year was, were Sprint and T-Mobile going to get together?
Yeah.
And clearly that deal was shuttered on differences of opinion when it came to various factors such as ownership structure and how the potential deal could have been arranged. We're also seeing, this increased move to verticalization. Right, so AT&T has made clearly big moves when it comes to DirecTV and looking to acquire Time Warner. I think the way we look at the landscape is it's certainly evolving, right? And we do expect a lot of the operators to embrace different pools of revenue as they look to deal with a mature wireless environment. But right now it doesn't feel like there's one consensus strategy going forward. You've got Verizon, who's clearly making an investment in the next generation technology that they see. Folks like AT&T looking to diversify their revenue base in order to use various assets as a means to sell services. And the folks of Sprint and T-Mobile still trying to grab some of that more share.